Hi guys, how are we doing? It's Adrienne again here with Mobility and Recovery Massage. I just wanted to talk to you guys about recovery today and a few things that you can do to take care of yourself before you go see a doctor or a specialist. The name of the game is like preventative care and being proactive about your health and taking care of the issues that are arising before they get bad, before they get worse, and just maintaining a healthy lifestyle. So taking care of those injuries that pop up sometimes rather quickly, or maybe it's something that you've been dealing with for a long time. So I have a few tools that I want to introduce to you today that you can add these tools to your toolbox, right? And start utilizing them for your health and wellness. So let's get into it. Let's start with our rollers. So I have two rollers here. You can get them from like Meijer, Walmart, athletic section. These are really good to roll the quads, roll the hams, even glute work. This one is a little less abrasive. This one, the texture is just really nice. Sometimes you just really need that kind of extra, grip, right? So these are two really good tools that if you don't already have them, you should start using. Let's see what else. Okay, something similar. Here we have a massage ball. Again, you're not gonna bend this ball. It's pretty dense. Feels really good for trigger point. And to lie on the ground, put it behind you, and work that area out. So again, you can find it like in the athletic aisle, in any of your local grocery stores or fitness stores, right? Then I have these smaller, kind of very lightweight, they're kind of squishy, I guess, but they're not as strong as this one. So these are good for a trigger point too. So if you have a knot, or you want to roll the feet out, stand up and put your foot on this, and or lay down, put it at the spot that's bothering you, roll it out. Again, these are a little bit more direct, so you're gonna get, if it's too much, don't use one of these. Try for like a roller, foam roller, something like that. These are good for trigger point. All right, let's see what else we have. Okay, this is just a nice little tool for self-massage, for your back, shoulders. You just, and the knobs really help to get in that spot too. They also have those hooks that have the ball at the end. That's the same type thing. You can reach in the back and hit those spots that are tight, those adhesions. So you got these guys, and you can find them anywhere. They're not expensive. Then we have our Graston Tools. I have this one. Look at that shine. And my mom just got me a small one, which works well because sometimes the big one, like, you end up using the sides and then you're like hitting into, you don't want to hit the bone, right? You just want to go on the muscles. So sometimes this one's a little big depending on the client. So then you can go on Amazon, anywhere. Then you can find another nice little small one, and you can use both sides. So depending on where you're applying this, whether it be back, traps, delts, hams, quads, you can use both sides. Try it out. Really good. This takes the fascial restrictions out. So, and when you you want to use a lubricant like an oil or a lotion, so that it's not just on dry skin. And the area is going to get pink, the area is going to get a little red. You can stop at your level of comfort. Some professionals really use this method, and the skin becomes, all the blood rushes to the surface, and you have, you're left with marks, kind of like a rug burn almost. And again, what that's doing is creating a like abrasions that the body jump starts to try and fix that area. And while it is working that area, it's also working the original tightness, the original problem area that you have. So it makes the body fight to repair that area that you've used it on, so that it promotes more healing and just takes care of the tightness there and the fascial restrictions, which is really important if you're really tight. So you can have tight muscles, but also if the skin is so stuck, so hypertonic, chances are you have little small adhesions just superficially, and this helps to glide along and release those. So it's another nice mode to kind of add on to your current therapy. Right, okay, let's get some more tools. Okay, so here I have 3 pound and 1 pound weights. Why do I have these? Because when you're stretching, depending on the client, depending on how strong and or healthy the joint is, you can use these to assist in your stretching, and it improves your stretching. It allows you to feel a stronger resistance when you're doing your stretch, right? So play around, like if you're stretching at the gym, if you're stretching at home and you have dumbbells, use them to increase the stretch. Simple as that. Sometimes the 3 pound, if you're working with an injury, 3 pound might be a little much, but again, go with what feels comfortable, what works for you. If it's too much, listen to your body and tone it down a little bit. Let's see what else we have. Our good old Thera Gun. This is an off-brand Thera Gun, but you can get like the Pro, the Elite. You can get the little triangle ones, the ones that are like the smart ones, the ones that are like around 500 or so. Don't quote me, but this one was relatively cheap, and again, it works really well. There's 3 speeds when you turn it on. And if you don't have one of these and can invest in even like a $80 one, it's a great tool to have to help work that area between sessions of your with your therapist. So this is just first setting, right? You can see it's working that area nicely. Then you have your medium. And that one's good. Ooh. Okay. So yeah, what a wonderful tool to use on yourself. I can usually hit most of my rhomboids rotator, but I generally don't do rotator because you got to be careful on the bone. You just want to kind of go on the muscle, or else it's gonna bounce off. So you can do this hips, glutes, legs, arms. You want to be careful on the neck, and you don't really want to go on bone. You don't really want to go on spine, anything like that. I have done at the base of the neck, but you, again, are very careful and kind of modify it. So if you don't have one of these, use it. It's good for injuries. It's good for knots, tightness, and it feels really good. So you're gonna get a lot of relief from it. Let's see. We have a few topical products that you can put on. Let's just start with our basic peppermint oil. Menthol is a natural pain reliever, so applying this on the areas that are painful and or tight and or bothering you, you're going to get some relief, and it's natural. Then I have a product that a client gave me, which is a CBD salve. CBD, again, has wonderful properties for pain relief and inflammation. It's so many. I'm not here just to promote CBD, but if you do use CBD as a topical, again, it works really well for those areas that have been bothering you. So get yourself a product kind of like this if you want to try CBD, or I usually use BioFreeze. BioFreeze is great for most clients. It can be pretty strong though, so depending on your skin type, depending on your skin sensitivity, it might not be great for every single person. So I love it, but again, use it with your judgment, and if you have any abrasions or any wounds or any kind of open skin, you're not going to want to use any of these products on that, because it's just going to irritate it, because the menthol and everything is just going to, get in that area, right? So again, BioFreeze comes in a gel, comes in a spray. You spray it on the joint or the muscle. It penetrates through the skin, through the superficial layers, and it helps with pain relief and function, mobility. It's like a Bengay Icy Hot, Tiger Balm, Hot and Cold. I think I have like an off-brand Hot and Cold, right? So you can find this at the store. These are relatively cheap, and if you're not already using a topical to assist with your pain, here's your sign. Okay, let's see. Oh, and then do you also have like those patches, pain patches, right? I used those for a while. I think I'm out right now, but those are good. Those last all day too. The BioFreeze lasts for a while as well, as long as you don't like wash it off. It's going to soak in and provide you relief for hours. Those pain patches, I'm sure everyone is different, but can last you like most of the day, if not all day. Okay, let's see what else we have. Here's a few of my cups. These are silicone cups. These work to suction and vacuum the fascia and some of the muscle tissue there, depending on how strong you're getting the vacuum suction. So again, these are great for blood flow. They're great for circulation. By the vacuum suction, it and it's not staying on right now because I'm not lubricated and I'm really not doing it that well. But essentially, when you suck everything to the surface, the old blood rushes out, new blood rushes in. Your body is putting the white blood cells and rushing oxygen and hydration. So again, great for those stagnant areas that maybe haven't seen that movement, or it's been really knotted for a very long time, chronic issues. So these help to kind of revamp that area and start your healing, because the body works to heal those marks, those little hickey marks that you get from the cupping. While it's doing that, it's also assisting with the original tightness, the original injury. Imagine like compression is always pushing down. So yes, that has wonderful benefits, but raising it up is great too. So that's something that you can get with using cups, and or seeing your professional for these services if you don't feel comfortable doing it yourself. But there's lots of videos out there just for the kind of amateurs, newbies, using silicone cups for recovery and or tightness, knots, etc. Okay, and they come in different sizes. You can get them on Amazon. They're like $40. Then I have some KT tape. Actually, this one is not KT. I have other ones that are KT, but this one's off-brand from Meyer. So if you need more support on the joints or injured areas, you apply this. This is a great tool to have in your toolbox. And you wrap the areas. Now, if you need some assistance, go on YouTube, look up KT tape. They have plenty of videos in plenty of different areas around the body: knees, ankles, shoulders, elbows, you name it, you can tape it, right? And tape gives you that support. I use tape on my wrists when I work so that I help maintain a straight wrist and not get all wonky and start having pain. Okay, so great way to do it. They have different sizes and different elasticities, so depending on how far you stretch it, you're going to get a different kind of help there, aid. Let's see. We also have this is just a healing salve, which again, if BioFreeze is a little too strong for you, I would do a more natural salve and or Tiger Balm. This one has a lot of essential oils with the healing, with the other properties of like your coconut oil and all your bases, which are natural. So again, if you're a natural kind of gal, that's a good way to go. And it smells really good too. So salves are really nice. And then lastly, we have these foam rollers. Go to your gym after you're done working out, foam roll. If you don't know how to foam roll, go on YouTube, watch some videos. You'll want to do glutes, quads, hams. You could do low back, you could do full back. You can isolate the shoulders when you're laying down and get it on the shoulders. And then flip over, you can get the hips done with this. This is nice to kind of more of a gentle way to still address those trigger points and knots, whether they be in the glutes, whether they be quads. You roll them out, right? So if you have only tried it once or twice, try it again. It's a great recovery tool to use. And again, you can find them at Walmart or Meyer, and they're like inexpensive. So I hope that that I showed you a few tools today that maybe you don't have in your toolbox. If not, pick them up or go on Amazon and use these products to help with your injuries and or recovery, excuse me, so that you're better off before visiting the doctor, and you've already attempted and or addressed the area and doing what you can to be proactive about your health and wellness. All right, well, that's it for me today, guys. If you have any questions, comment down below. And yeah, again, thank you for participating in our 75-day hard, and let's keep it up.